you have to do to try to get the players to come out and have a good game before their break?
Well, the years it wasn't good, we played Indiana and Ohio State. That's a little bit different than playing Mount St. Mary's, to be honest. Nothing against Mount St. Mary's. But, we played them both away from home, so it made it a little bit more difficult. But, they are excited about going home. This is the only really break they get until after basketball season. So, sometimes you got to remind them there's still games to be played. And then toughest game, in my opinion, too, is coming back from break, getting them, back in routine and getting ready to play and getting focused on basketball again.
Because of the Big 12, you'll always open on the road.
Well, see, tougher, and that makes it tough. This is the first year I think we've ever played a Big 12 game, first game back from break, a conference game. We usually have a non-conference game in between before we start conference play. So it's going to be different. So it's going to be interesting to see where we're at.
I guess you did have Texas. Was that your opener last year here?
I don't remember. I think so.
It was in
I think
December.
so. Yeah, but we always had a game before, and this is the first year we haven't.
There was talk about starting that Big 12 earlier. Because obviously nothing came.
Yeah, there's talk every year about starting it earlier, starting it later, and then it always comes back to, TV opportunities and that type of stuff. And, you want to keep some games open, like for Big Monday, if you're picked by ESPN to play on that. So it always comes back to TV in those situations.
What do you know about this Mount St. Mary's team?
Well, they don't have great size, so they're going to try to spread you out. They run a 5-out offense a lot of times. They run a lot of quick hitters, and their 5-player can shoot some threes. I mean, I think she's like 7 for 15 or whatever, which is not a lot, but she can pull you out and hit some threes. So that's a little bit of concern. Then they'll change up defensively.
Katrina, with her coming into this year, you wanted her to be more aggressive offensively, shoot the ball more. Do you feel like she's starting to do that a little more, or is there still work to be done?
Yeah, you know what? She's still not 100% healthy, and so she's limited a little bit. But yeah, she has a lot more confidence this year than she had last year. It was good to see the last game. I think she had like 9-10 assists, which is very good, and is very aggressive in scoring, which is what we want her to be when she has those opportunities. And probably her biggest improvement over from last year is her defense. Her one-on-one ball defense is a lot better than what it was last year. So those are areas that she's really improved on.
Do you think it's meant to her to have Sarah Miles here this year? I know Sarah goes back with her ways back to San Antonio. I think that's
well, yeah. I mean, Sarah's good for not only the players from San Antonio, but players from other areas of the country. She's a proven leader, proven great basketball player, played some professional basketball, so she has instant credibility when she talks, and that's good. And the girls do come to her some and look up to her, which is great.
Saturday with Katrina, I think the 10 assists, did you feel like she didn't pass up shots, just found the open player?
Yeah, you know what, that's the biggest thing when you play those type of games, when it's a lopsided score and talent level. A lot of teams go one-on-one and try to get individual stats, I'll be honest with you, to build up their stats. I was very impressed in our team that, out of 42 buckets, we had 32 assists. And that's very, very good in today's basketball. So that was good to see. And she was one of the ones made the extra pass to the open person. And when you make the extra pass and you swing the defense, good things happen.
She's been better taking people off the dribble this year. I know she said that.
Yeah, she just got to continue to finish better at the rim. You know what I mean? She's being a more aggressive. And her pull-up, she has a great pull-up. Just finishing at the rim, she has continue to get better in those areas.
Ball handling is pretty good.
Yeah, What do you want me to say, Tom? Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's improved from last year, but just like every player needs to continue to improve, to get stronger, get more physical, and those type of things.
Freshman to sophomore, where you typically see the biggest.
Yeah, you do.
A lot of these
And then
players.
after their sophomore year, they really realize their weaknesses, and then they start really working on those. But you see a big jump from freshman to sophomore year, strength-wise, being aggressive a little bit more and understanding the game a little bit more. And then after that is when they really got to polish their game.
It seemed like she has a pretty good handle on it. She was talking about she knew she had to be better defensively first and foremost.
Oh, yeah. She's a great young lady, has done a great job since she's been here. So, she's handled, ups and downs very well, and just been a great person and a great teammate on this basketball team.
She's just seemed more comfortable overall this year.
Yeah,
Going through it for the whole thing.
she's like every other player. When you have a great game, you're real comfortable. When you don't have a good game, you're not comfortable. But you got to fight through that stuff, and you got to be mentally tough, and she's learning to do that.